overall, both divisions, printing and personal systems for HP, did show growth. Around 7% in each of the businesses. By the way, I was trying to figure out this page, and there's another page in the deck. It said 6.4% for personal systems. Then I looked at another page, and it was 7%. So I'm thinking actually it was reversed, where printing was 7. I'm trying to get my head around that. I think they were changing constant currency, but anyways, around 7% growth for both. I have to tell you, I am shocked at how well printing did. Literally, we all know it, right? We've both worked at businesses, larger businesses than we have here. And you go in, and what do you do when you're giving a presentation to the executives? You print out high quality color copies for everybody, and you distribute them. Heck, at Amazon, they still do that when they start a meeting. Is they print out, and it's not a PowerPoint presentation. In there, it's more of a Word doc to read before the meeting starts. And anyways, the fact that personal systems saw growth in the time of COVID. It amazes me, and I think is a testament to their print on demand for consumer called Instant Ink, where they have 9 million people signed up. And I think that's a big accomplishment. On the personal system side, I'll admit, I with 25% market growth, I was expecting higher growth. And to HP's credit, they did acknowledge it in the call that they could have done better, they should have done better, and their forecast was a big. Their forecast exemplified that. It put their money where their mouth is, which I think is why we saw the stock go up after hours.
Yeah, that was a change of pace in tech where people seem to be selling on the news. I think HP wasn't necessarily one of those massive run-up stocks where people were waiting for a little bit more specific data, and the data came out mostly positive. Pat, you did call attention to something that deserves attention. 7% is good, but when you're hearing 20+% growth from multiple firms measuring, 7 doesn't sound as good anymore.
Well, and Lenovo was 27%, and Dell we just talked about was 17%,
and Apple was almost 50. And I know.
On the unit side, I didn't do an analysis on the revenue, but and by the way, what I'm
just talking about the Canalys.
Which are units. Yeah,
the number of overall. But it was an interesting quarter. I will say their quarters don't overlap exactly to calendar. So that can also have an indication because you are dealing with part of the first quarter and part of that last quarter all in a single number. HP continues to do well, though. I feel like Enrique is leading a good, sound company. The name, the premium on the name is continuing to develop. Was very impressed with the Magic Ink in the recurring business. That's an old sort of unexciting business that the company is turning into a high recurring revenue stream. So I'm definitely encouraged by what's going on there. It seems to be building stability for the company going forward. Pat, wow, what a run, man. I mean, 6 big earnings all in the last 7-8 days. You and I have been just running through it like a wrecking crew. By the way, I
got to make one more, if you don't mind, Daniel, before we close. I just wanted to talk really quickly about talking of growth. HP acquired a company called HyperX. If you're not a gamer, you've never heard of HyperX, but they are a leading provider of gaming peripherals, particularly in Asia, where HP's Omen brand is strong. I like this acquisition for multiple reasons. First of all, PC gaming is a growing space. We talked about it when we talked about NVIDIA. The other thing is that the degree of success in the PC market, a lot of the time, increasingly is about the experience. And the experience is the hardware, the software, the services, and the accessories. and this is a gaming accessory, so I like it. Third point, really quickly, typically accessory margins are 3 to 5x on a percentage basis the margins of the PC itself. So, I got nitpicked on Twitter on they should have acquired somebody else. But I like this because it's digestible. It's more of a tuck in than, let's say, buying a Xerox. So I like it. Good job, HP. I had the chance to talk to Alex Cho the night before it went public, and we had a very good conversation. And he intelligently, as you know, Alex is smart. We had him on the 6.5 as well. That's not why he's smart. He's just a smart guy. But he talked about culture. Every time I talk to him, he talks about culture. And that's what it takes long term to pull off an acquisition like this is the right way to hit culture.